Okay, I might be a little bit guilty that I'm currently recording this a little bit early, but hello there everybody, Sabanai2 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Rose Guns Day's last season. Unfortunately, James bit the dust. Ironically, because Maurice is like, hey, what, didn't you, kinda turn on me earlier? Oh, that's shit. And now James is dead. Also, Keith is still alive, because of course he is. And, looks like we have one hell of a battle getting prepared. A lot of people that are not supporting Richard are being taken down one by one. Just scary, considering Meryl almost bit the dust, but thankfully she was able to escape, which, good planning on her part, thankfully. Making sure that everybody else is okay is the real question, though, you know? And also, we are officially in the final chapter. Rose Guns Days. Oh god, that sent chills down my spine as soon as I saw that. Good chills, but also sad chills because we're nearing the end, you know? Okay, here we go. Right, this means that's playing right now. If you find any bad boys who have doubts about my friend Richard, kill them all! It's almost time to face off against the fucking Chinese. Let's purge the cowards now. All right! Yes, boss!
We're the unbeatable Primavera, like totally! Know what'll happen to the bastards that obey us? Like totally! We're the kings of the night in this city, like totally!
Congratulations, Gabriel.
Oh. Did you hear that, Phil? Apparently Madame Rose is planning to attack Richard. And they seem to have the backing of the GDS. Very shrewd of them. Are they trying to stop the feud with the GDS by force? But that's fine. I'm not even hoping for that anymore. Think of Richard's pathetic dying face, as he tries to launch a funeral war for his sister, fails right at the start, and dies while cursing the world. I've decided I'll be satisfied as long as I can see that.
You monster.
Come to think of it, didn't we promise to attend the anniversary of Stella's death? Phil, when was it? I can't remember the date or even her face.
It was October 23rd, sir.
Ah, which means... that's tomorrow. Feels like something's going to happen, doesn't it? Something truly thrilling. And we might even get to see it from front row seats.
Captain, pardon me. From Mom? Sure, I understand. I'll answer it.
Stella's whispering to me. Whispering that something will definitely happen tomorrow. Everyone knows that Richard's son will be going to her grave. That's the only place Madame Rose could possibly be planning to attack. Stella. It looks like tomorrow's gonna be the first day I get to lay flowers of revenge on your grave.
No. Can we not? Oh shit, he's not even in his business attire. He's just going, he's getting ready. Oh, yep, they're completely out of their attire. Sorry. The worst part is, I have happy and positive feelings associated with this attire, so whenever they're on the wrong side, wearing the attire that I'd grown so used to them wearing, it's... Oh god. It's a complicated feeling.
Cyrus. I had everyone leave early.
Even Keith?
He said he didn't want to get drunk tonight, and left early.
I see.
Have you been having trouble sleeping lately? Your complexion is uncharacteristically bad.
Well, the truth is, it's happened for me too.
Hmm?
Stella. She's been standing at my bedside when I sleep. Oh no.
Is that so?
Listen, I've got no sixth sense, and I was never that close to Stella. On the contrary, she might have hated me for being a bad friend who dragged her brother down the path of evil.
That's not true.
Even so, she's been coming to me. Makes me think she must have hated me a lot.
And you wanted to tell me this?
I've got no sixth sense, so I could only see her. I couldn't hear anything she was saying. She was frantically trying to tell me something, but I couldn't hear anything. It was pathetic.
Oh. Was Stella actively trying to contact Cyrus because every time that she tried to reach Richard, it was diluted and twisted by Gabriel? Like,
I've been listening closely, trying hard to figure out what she's been saying, but I can't hear anything except an eerie wind.
Sadly, that's as far as the words of the dead ever go. The Stella in my dreams is the same. She doesn't say the words clearly and out loud. I'm only barely able to understand when she appeals to me with her eyes, her expressions, her gestures.
If that's true, maybe you and I have been having the same dream. Stella stands at our bedsides, frantically trying to say something with a sad face.
It's her frustration at being unable to work for the sake of her countrymen.
That's right. That's how Stella's expression looked to you. But to me?
To me.
Who knows? She came to me, even after going on about how I was a sweaty, dirty sack of muscles all the time. It made me wonder what she'd go so far out of her way to tell me.
I don't really understand what you're trying to say. Tomorrow might be a very long day.
Are you really going to give the order tomorrow?
That depends on what I hear in front of Stella's grave.
the decision was halfway made inside his mind. After paying a visit to Stella's grave, he would declare war against the GDS from in front of that grave. The previous day, all of the execs in the Pro-Rose faction had been purged. As a result, the newly formed Council of Execs was united by fierce loyalty to Richard. Get rid of the naysayers and surround yourself with yes-men. Typical politician. They were all anxious to stand out in the upcoming revenge war against the GDS, which they knew would probably happen within a few days. This was completely different from the feud Rose had once waged, which had incorporated negotiations to prepare for a fitting ending to the plan. Now, the curtain was rising on an irresponsible war with no end in sight. A mere wielding of anger and violence. Of course, Richard boasted that such a violent stance could force the GDS to the negotiating table. However, Cyrus had been skeptical this whole time. This claim was being made by Richard, a man who claimed that foreign races could never understand each other. Just how was he planning to negotiate with them? In the end, the voices of the dead never reach anyone's ears. Each individual simply listens to whatever words are convenient for them. So,
I'm sure that's what's happening when I feel as though Stella's speaking to me. In the war and the Great Disaster, all my friends and family were lost, and I don't even know where. That's why, when I was reunited with you, my dear friend, I thought it was a sign that we should stick together for the rest of our lives.
You exaggerate. But I felt that sign as well.
That's why I plan to stick with you as long as I can.
I feel the same.
How about a drink? Just the two of us. For once.
I've had a lot to drink already. Any more and I'd get a hangover.
I don't necessarily mean alcohol.
Cyrus pulled a silver pocket-sized whiskey bottle from his shirt pocket.
Now that I'll gladly share in. It's good even cold.
I'm a fool.
You're no different from me.
We'll stick together until the end.
Yes.
It's past midnight.
Indeed. It's Monday, October 23rd. The anniversary of Stella's death.
Okay, that was a hell of a... Whew. I got chills. Monday, October 23rd, 1950. Weather, overcast. 21.2 degrees Celsius high. 15 degrees Celsius low. The warm summer was now in the distant past on this chilly day. The sky was gray and heavy, making the graveyard seem like an even darker location than usual. Stella and Yuji's corpses were lying in the Maogi family grave in a public cemetery in City 23. The Western-style grave seemed to imply that the rapid expansion of American and Chinese culture had continued into the land of the dead. The Lancashire Public Cemetery was a Western-style graveyard in the southeastern part of City 23. After the Great Disaster, the ministers who traveled with the reconstruction support teams were shocked by the sight of corpses and trash tangled together and left out in the open. In addition to raising funds for the survivors, they also raised a lot for the dead as well. The Lancashire Public Cemetery was one of the graveyards spread across Tokyo that had been built as a result. At first, it had been an anonymous graveyard for victims of the Great Disaster. But after a massive influx of American and Chinese immigrants arrived, and ashes started to be returned from the battlefield, demand suddenly rose. In the blink of an eye, the graves increased in number, and by now, it was counted as one of eastern Tokyo's largest graveyards, spanning several blocks. The plentiful trees that were planted there made it look like a foreign graveyard, but fortunately, they covered the rapidly expanding crowd of buildings, making it possible to forget them. It was a quiet place, not bad for a land of the dead. That quiet was wiped away by the sound of many cars, even though it was still early in the morning. This normally unthinkable noise surprised even the crows, sending them flying all at once and covering the sky with black. Perhaps that scene was an ominous one. Possibly. This graveyard, which was normally utterly desolate, was intruded upon by several black cars early in the morning that day. A large number of formidable-looking men in suits surrounded the vast graveyard, glaring about so that not even a cat would be able to sneak in. It was the anniversary of Stella Maogi's death, and it was the first anniversary. Anyone after Richard's life could have guessed that he would visit here. The veterans from all the crews, which were now more militant after the purge, surrounded the graveyard. Everything is super tense. As we thought, the villains are there in force. They've got machine guns and trench guns under their coats.
You'd have to be crazy to attack them in this situation.
Caleb grinned as well, peering down the binoculars that Alan had handed him. We are getting so many returning characters, and there's gonna be a shit ton of reactions. I love their interactions already. I'm looking forward to more, even though we're kind of in the middle of something that's gonna be very terrible. There's no helping it. If we want to avoid harming civilians, this is the best possible location to stage an attack. Are you sure it is wise for you to be here? Good work. No, fuck it, I can't even ad-lib properly for you right now. Our scouts have discovered that they've surrounded the entire graveyard, just as we expected. The total force is estimated to be over 300. So, the whole battalion, huh? Tell me we've at least got a tank.
You don't know what they say. You gotta make do with a sword.
That's how it's got to be for foot soldiers. We have a very weird party assembled here. This is the limit of what we can do for you. I wish you good fortune in battle. You want me to buy you a mountain of mooncakes when the battle's over, right? Is that all you've got to say? Ow! Don't say it out loud, you simpleton. What's gotten into you, little monkey girl? Ow! What a fine example of friendship surpassing the barriers of language. They're acting like two siblings and it's cute as hell. Oh shit, that was the place where I was gonna end. Okay, cool. Anyway, see you guys next. Fuck it, let's keep going. All the wild dogs are in place. Oh, you mean Wayne Gooden's kids? I look forward to seeing you guys at work. I never thought I'd be teaming up with the Miguel. Hey, this is work. The observation team on our block's ready to go too.
The craziest team-ups.
Zell's group used binoculars to confirm the locations of the wild dog members stationed at vital points around the park. They were looking back here with binoculars themselves, setting the hand signals they had agreed upon beforehand. They would be their eyes. They would observe the area around the vast graveyard, reporting in detail about enemy movements. The enemy had a huge force that might be over 300 men strong, but they were scattered about this large park. And seriously, you also gotta take measure that there's probably a bunch of other people that are in hiding inside the buildings. So, they could be easily disrupted by diversion, and would surely cause a gap to open somewhere.
And making that happen is our job. Still, there's no point if they realize it's a diversion. We gotta be flashy enough that they think we're the main force.
Yes, Caleb. Flashy it is then. When the Caleb family fell apart, there had been almost 100 loyal subordinates who had followed him to Chiba without switching sides to Rose's Primavera. They would be the main force of the diversionary strike and would weaken the guard around the perimeter of the graveyard. I'm believing in your forces, Caleb. While they were doing that, a separate force would launch a strike into the graveyard area, killing Richard. Yes, this is already on the level of a military operation. It was more than a criminal underworld struggle. Of course, those in Rose's group were the main characters in this plan. If they wanted to launch a small main force of elites against Richard, then the diversionary force would have to be flashy indeed. I'll be here supporting the battle of the great General Caleb Kariji.
Take care, okay? Don't you go blowing off my head by accident.
The large anti-tank rifle Alan had gotten from the toy shop had a vast range and excellent accuracy. Oh fuck, that's an anti-tank rifle. Okay, cool. Alan would support Caleb's attack by sniping from this position. You better stick a chick in your head. That way, there's no way I'll mistake you for an enemy. A check. Cluck, cluck, clue. I'm gonna get you, cock-a-doodle-doo.
What?
What the heck? That's hilarious. I
I love voicing Miguel. You have no goddamn idea how much I've missed him.
Father Caleb, Richard's procession has arrived.
So, he's here. Let's go, men, to the battlefield. Let's remind them who City 23's strongest really was. Yes, father!
It's war! It's war! Cluck, cluck, clue!
The hell is that? Is that all the rage with the kids these days? I'm getting kind of old.
No, I'm completely lost too. Okay, that was cute. Oh, I like that.
Nothing out of place around the perimeter.
Cyrus?
Oh, Cyrus. We're good.
I thought you were just gonna be a random goon, but then I remembered, oh shit, this is Maurice.
When Maurice knocked on the window, Cyrus and Richard slowly got out of their car.
The sky's a bit cold.
Of course the weather isn't clear. It speaks for her heart.
Gabriel and Butler came out of a luxury car flying the American flag.
Hey, weather's pretty nice, isn't it, Phil?
Yes, sir.
You look pale, and it's still so early in the morning.
I wonder, we got a quick cut though earlier, where it seems like Butler had received a call from his mother. So I'm wondering, I wonder what that call is going to, what it entails. I'm actually kind of curious.
Don't worry. Once you drink in some of this fresh air, you'll start to feel better.
As Butler gazed at Gabriel's back, his eyes started to darken eerily.
Let us go. Stella is waiting.
Maurice, make sure you don't let your guard down. I know. I don't want to die either. But where's Keith? You know what they say about fools and smoke always going upwards.
Yeah, he's already in a sniping position. But where is he? Keith was watching over this scene from a much higher location. He was at the top of a church bell tower in the center of the cemetery, used for funeral services.
I can hear you, Stella. I won't let anyone get in Richardson's way, now that he's inherited your job. Oh boy. We can go to war whenever you like.
Check one last time with our observers. Looking now.
Caleb's group's in position. Charles? Nina? Is it looking good on your end too? No problems here. Yep. Final check done. Everything looks fine. Alan-san. Sure. Give Caleb the go sign. Okay. So, it's finally gonna start. But where the hell is Keith? Oliver, are you watching this? We're gonna take Primavera back. With the strength of the wandering dogs. Both sides are pretty prepared, so there's the... Oh? The Maogi family grave was of high quality, fitting for the family of the man who controlled the Primavera family. Richard gently stroked the names of Stella and Yuji, which were engraved into the tombstone.
I'm back, Stella. Yuji. I've come today to swear my unshakable resolve to your cause.
The crows rose up all at once. The guards surrounding Richard's group crouched down, putting their hands on their guns in their pockets.
What is it? Maurice! I'm having them go check now.
So, has it begun?
You mean the beginning of the end of the farce?
Oh, you put that in a very amusing way, considering how you've been lately.
Cyrus and the guards turned pale and looked panicky, but Richard was calm, and his expression didn't change in the slightest. Then he quietly dropped his gaze back to the tombstone and spoke to it.
I know, my sister. I have to say farewell to my friends from the good old days. Yes, this is something that is necessary for me to be reborn as my new self in the new days to come. A purification ritual.
Oh, Scheiße! Whoa! That was a close one.
She's going down, boss! I'm in control of the goons now.
Oh! One after another, trucks filled with Caleb's underlings raced forward, covering the front gates of the graveyard with gunfire. The howling lead shattered the windows of the enemy cars, ruthlessly covering the cars with holes. The war cries of the lead woodpeckers forced all of the enemies to take cover behind cars, incapable of anything but shielding their heads from the fragments of falling glass.
Hey there, fools! Forgotten my face, have you?
No way! Caleb? Father Caleb, who's supposed to be dead?
The great Caleb's crawled out of his grave for Halloween this year.
Trick or treat! If you don't give us a hold up, we might have to blow your arms off instead.
Yes! Yes! Allow me to play in his magnificence! Ooh, I'm hyped! My turn, bitches!
Caleb's trucks have been specially outfitted for this day. Several of them were armored with steel sheets to block bullets. Furthermore, objects that were hidden by canvas covers on several trucks began to peek out. It was a German anti-air cannon with 4 20mm barrels. Fuck! This is already well beyond the level of an underworld skirmish. The bastards! Where did Caleb find monsters like those?
I brought him back from hell, obviously. I've come to get you, Maurice!
Okay, let's prime the move. Fire!
All troops, retreat! Get back! When Caleb gave the order to fire, Maurice's subordinates all retreated at once. Of course they did. Cars don't provide any cover against autocannon fire.
Gotta be flashy.
Jesus Christ! They've got autocannons? Are they insane?
That's quite a noisy sound they're making.
Well, that's fitting for a graveyard. Even the dead are coming out. They say it's Caleb.
Oh, I see. So this is the meaning behind that letter from the Satomi Alliance.
What an unexpected turn of events, Rick.
Not at all, Gabe. Nothing has occurred that we haven't expected. In fact, perhaps I should call this today's main event.
Major, the enemy is too well armed.
Looks like it. This is practically a military training ground now. The austere cemetery atmosphere is totally wasted.
I'm sorry, but shouldn't we retreat?
You mean you won't stay to see the pathetic end of Richard, Demon of Revenge? That'd be crude as leaving during applause for an encore.
Someday you'll return to the heavens as well. But not today. And it won't be due to a bullet fired by some random punk.
Bravo, Phil. You've done a good job convincing me that retreat is the best option.
I've made arrangements so you can perform an autopsy of Richard's corpse no matter what. Escape for now. game.
Okay, I get it, Phil. It looks like they've already forgotten about us after all.
Jesus.
Is the attack on such a scale that it's really worth panicking?
They got 4-barreled anti-aircraft guns. I wouldn't be surprised if they had mortars with them. It's just how Rose thinks. In this place, no matter how over the top they go, it won't harm the city folk.
Are you telling me to escape from this place? As if I was running away.
Well, I'd like to, but you better give up on that. We can see Caleb's face, but not Leo's or Rose's. This is a diversion. Rose's main force is surely lying in wait for you to escape from the opposite end of the graveyard.
In other words, flopping about won't do us any good. Very well. Let us accept Rose's challenge here.
Those who haven't been baptized in the fires of war would probably feel an unshakable fear from the roars of those guns. But no, these guys were baptized. However, Richard was as calm as if he had reached a state of enlightenment. Cyrus just looked less like calm and more like the shadow of death.
What reason is there to rush? We're surrounded by elites and battalion, defended by the most talented men around.
That's true, of course, but on the battlefield, you never know what a single stray bullet might do. Anyway, we shouldn't just stand around here. In an emergency, you've got to obey my decisions. Come on!
Come to think of it, you were so forceful long ago. That takes me back.
All right, here we go.
Whew. Damn it, I was so close. Woo! I took a hit. Damn it.
The overwhelming autocannon certainly had punched a large hole through. However, their ammo wasn't unlimited, and they weren't easy to handle either. On top of that, their complicated origins as copies, stolen equipment, and illegally diverted goods came back to bite them, and a full 4 of them had jammed. However, they had already fulfilled their purpose, and then some. Caleb's main force had taken complete control of the entrance to the graveyard. They easily passed the barricade of cars and started pushing into the graveyard area.
Even Maurice's battalion looking pretty pathetic, huh?
Bastards! Defend this position to the death! The autocannons have already gone quiet! I've got orders from Grand Boss. Defend for the purpose of delaying the enemy, waiting for reinforcements while keeping a lookout for separate enemy forces. A reasonable decision. And we can force them to bleed plenty from here. After all, he'll be able to do his best work in a position like this.
Oh, Keith.
Oh boy.
Don't kill my boy, Miguel. I love this friggin' blue-haired psychopath. Oh.
The cowards! Look, they're starting to retreat! We can push them back! Push them back into their graves all at once! You fool! Get down! Miguel!
Caleb's massive body jumped down to Miguel, and 2 of them fell tangled together onto the stone pavement behind a grave. However, they certainly felt the Reaper's sickle cut the air where Miguel's head had been a moment before.
Thanks.
There's a sniper in the bell tower.
Don't let your guard down. Yep, he's already on the move.
They're all swarming about like ants. Perfect. You've got me shivering. Can't you hear the sound of a Siberian blizzard howling?
Damn it!
You ants. idiots can just curl up in fear behind tombstones. I'll make those tombstones mark your own graves. From the bell tower, you could totally see us.
That sniper has monstrous skill. Don't waste your time on cheap tricks. Just stay hidden.
Not too shabby, Keith. You're good.
Okay, bastards, the tables have turned. Begin delaying tactics. Buy time until reinforcements arrive and we can concentrate our forces.
I've arrived! The tables have turned, you say? Like totally! Look, they're all curled up and scared! Let's crush him, yeah? Like totally!
Those fools are planning to rush right in.
Perfect. We can scout out their power. Let's see if Caleb's willing to push forward any more than this.
This is bad, Caleb. Some weakly-brained guys are trying to circle around us.
Crap. I'd like to retreat, but that sniper's got us pinned down.
I'm gonna take Father Caleb's head, like totally!
Fuck. This frickin' noodle-haired nobody will not take my Caleb from me! Or Miguel.
What's up, bitches?
Damn those punks getting cocky like that!
Hey, you lean too far out!
Gah!
Okay, one more applicant for the tour to hell. Who's next? Who wants to go?
Keith's eyes were the eyes of a reaper. With his sniper scope, he could see when Caleb's subordinates let their guards down the slightest, and he could shoot them down with perfect accuracy. Tequila's fatally reckless punks were third-rate shots, with nothing but enthusiasm on their side. However, Caleb's group was completely pinned down by Keith's sniping and couldn't respond too well as they should have been able to.
Father, at this rate we'll finish!
But if we would try to retreat any further, that sniper would eat us alive.
Caleb, what are we going to do?
Come on! There's only one thing we can do.
What's that?
You, put your hand on my head.
Huh?
Quickly, man! Put your hand on my head and flutter it about like a chick.
Like,
That's right, on top of my head.
oh my. Flutter?
This is K-Regi's battalion, requesting backup. The code is cluck cluck cluck. I'm gonna get you, cock-a-doodle-doo!
Caleb's son gave the sign requesting urgent reinforcements. Roger that, cock-a-doodle-doo. Time to begin our punishment. I am so happy that actually that paid off. Alan was lying alongside his huge anti-tank sniper rifle. He was like a massive, ferocious crocodile lying in wait for his prey.
Yeah.
Holy shit, this is all-out war.
There's things hidden that won't come out! Are you scared? Like totally!
A keen bullet pierced Tequila's bundle of long hair, crushing a gravestone that was right behind him. One after another, the armor-piercing rounds of Alan's anti-tank rifle crushed the gravestones that Tequila's underlings were hiding behind. That destructive force, which would probably be unthinkable for a handgun bullet, made even those vigorous punks turn pale. I don't want to hit them. This isn't a gun for shooting people. But warning time is over now. Next time, I'll hit you, turn you to goo, breaking right through.
Don't be scared! You'll be fine as long as I don't hit you! Like totally!
Only death can cure stupidity. Where's the enemy sniper shooting from?
So, you're back, Alan. Where are you? Where are you shooting from? No matter where you are, you can't escape me.
Each sniper scope didn't miss the faint reflected light peeking from the roof of a distant building. He'd noticed a tiny reflection from Alan's sniping scope.
I found you, Alan!
Hey, you seem to be doing well, Keith. What happened to you? You've aged a lot.
I see you're as flippant as ever. I'm glad we got to meet again.
Even though they were looking at each other through sniper scopes, they were able to have a conversation. They were freaking partners, of course! And they both aimed directly at each other's foreheads. Alan-san! It's okay! It's just a graze. Everyone, move out! Observation HQ has been spotted by an enemy sniper. Abandon this position immediately! We're heading for the front lines, too.
All right. It's finally our time to shine. Guess you're a boy too, huh?
Observation HQ, withdraw! All observation teams will attack at their own discretion. Zell gave the decided upon sign to all the wild dog observation teams and retreated from the roof. Okay, let's go. They're totally busy with Caleb's team. Now's the time to shake them up.
It's about time I was wanting to stretch these limbs out.
It's your turn now. If you want a bunch of mooncakes, you'd better do a good job, monkey girl.
Call me a monkey again and I'll shove the mooncakes right down your throat.
Actually, that's a good waste of mooncakes. I think I'll just have them myself. I'll shove my foot down your throat. Ow! Hey, I'm your commander. I'm supposed to give you orders.
Commander Shamanda, I want the mooncakes.
Ow! Ow! I already know Keith's probably still alive.
That's right! Strengthen the barricade! Make this place a fortress until backup arrives!
You're using the church? Cyrus, with Richard in tow, decided to fortify the church with the help of several guards. Very fitting that they're using a church for like a final stand of sorts. And since this is the church bell tower and Keith's at the top, well, we already know how that's gonna go. Cyrus had already realized that Caleb's frontal attack was only a diversion, using his experience. If they were pushed down and tried to escape the graveyard, they would surely be targeted by waiting enemies and trapped like rats.
I see. So you plan to hole up in here until support arrives?
I'm sorry this doesn't look pretty, but it's our best option.
Guards were piling up benches throughout the church in front of the door. It certainly didn't look as dignified as a monarch boldly facing the enemy's challenge. However, even so, Cyrus was prepared to make the best arrangements to protect his close friend from harm no matter what happened.
So, against someone like Leo, it feels like setting about such a barricade will only leave us trapped like rats.
Gotta hold out until reinforcements arrive. They should be here any moment.
The offensive force of Caleb's team was terrifying, but Keith's sniping had forced them into a deadlock. It should have been possible for Richard's group to use that gap to gather their forces and annihilate the enemy. However, Cyrus had refused to gather their forces, thinking that this was just what the enemy wanted. He had given orders to prioritize buying time for reinforcements to arrive over repelling the enemy, calmly strengthening their guard for the time being. On the other side, Caleb knew what Cyrus was thinking. Time was on Cyrus's side. If reinforcements arrived, Caleb's group would be the ones trapped like rats next. If we can't do something about that monster sniper...
Yeah, we can't advance our retreat.
What do we do at times like this?
Lie down and wait.
The sounds from the fierce gun battle could be heard as far away as the rear entrance to the graveyard. The men defending that area looked at each other uneasily while keeping up their guard.
Is it really okay for us to stay here? It sounds like they're having trouble over there.
The boss gave strict orders not to move from this spot. He said that's gotta be a diversion over there.
What if they all wanted it to seem that way, and it's actually the main force? I don't know. It's up to the bosses to decide stuff like that. Let's just call ourselves lucky and relax here.
Are you sure about that?
Oh my, I wonder who's going to show up here.
Hey, they're here. It's backup. Who is it? It's Terry's men. They got a bunch of veterans too. Looks like even Ghost Caleb's heading back to the grave.
Hey there, good work. We come to provide backup.
Good work, sir. The Grand Boss and the others are in the church.
Sup, bitches? So, would you mind putting your hands up?
Yes!
Madam Meryl? Terry-san, what's going on here?
I decided to side with the good guys. Don't take it personal. Terry-san has decided to back Madame Rose.
What? Are you insane, Terry-san? Do you intend to betray the Consigliere?
We at Primavera swore loyalty to Madame Rose, didn't we? The Consigliere was never more than an advisor. He's not our boss.
Loyalty!
I hope you don't think everyone agreed with your methods. Terry, I'll be counting on you for the rest.
Yes, madam. Leave it to me. We've been betrayed by Machine Gun Terry!
So, you're here. What took you so long, Walter?
Please pardon my lateness, madam. Leave the rest to us. We'll prove our unchanging devotion to Madame Rose.
Even Walter-san's group betrayed us? What's going on?
Not all the bullets in my machine gun are made of lead.
Meryl laughed impishly and flicked the nose of the dumbfounded man. Meryl hadn't spent all this time just buying machine guns over and over. Even she had been slyly planning to bring Primavera to its knees with machine guns that shot money. And if that earlier scene shows that she probably had a ridiculous amount saved up, oh boy. In the earlier purge, all of the execs had shown outward support for Richard. However, forceful, hasty purges can never grab the hearts of men. She was able to win over plenty of them with subtle maneuvering and plenty of profit. James had planned to suddenly topple a major exec like Maurice and failed. However, Meryl had cautiously dug around the edges. As a result, the squad of reinforcements all belonged to Meryl, not Richard.
They double-crossed us! Machine Gun Terry and Walter double-crossed us! Contact the Grand Boss!
Okay, let's go and take back Primavera.
Move! Show no mercy to any who resist!
Booyah, baby! This girl Meryl really showing us stuff!
Aw, oh, damn it. I meant to right-click that time. I know I can hit space, but I'm gonna try to keep going until it's no longer possible. I love that cocky ass grin. It's so good.
Don't take machine gun Meryl-chan, Samalala, got it? Okay, let's counter Richard all at once. He's trapped like a rat now.
What? Terry and Walter double-crossed us?
A shame that they weren't able to share our true ideals.
Crap. We're gonna get caught in a pincer strike. At this rate, we'll have nowhere to run. Grand Boss, pardon me. There are enemies at the North Gate, too. True.
Well, there's a familiar face.
Oh, God damn it. No. Even to the very end, I will not stop. I will not use the space bar.
Oh my god, Jun's going ham.
Damn, girl!
Jun-san, be careful not to lean out too far.
Thanks, but I can take care of myself.
We won't accept the Consigliere. Primavera still belongs to Madame Rose. You scum! Apologize to Madame Rose and throw down your weapons. Frank-san, have you betrayed us? I never gave a shit about Madame Rose or the Consigliere, but I can never forget the debt I owe to old Amakawa. Now's the time to repay that debt.
Thanks, Frank-san. I'm sure those feelings of yours have proved useful to this city. You people! Are you really prepared to lose your lives in such a pointless fight? Stop acting like fools and throw down your guns!
You've got no more allies coming for you. The only ones coming will be our allies, people on Madame Rose's side.
We surrender!
Several of the bosses had regional ties to old Itogawa. Many of them were greatly indebted to old Amikawa. When Jun revealed her identity and offered to help, quite a large group of them had switched sides. This is also part of the power that the great ruler called Old Amikawa had left Jun. She has so much power.
Hey there, bitches! Did you forget I was here?
This is so good!
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still alive too, surprisingly.
But that's a good thing, bitches!
I could hear gunfire from the distance too, so they finally came.
Yep. Looks like the enemy's finally starting to remember that they're trapped. That is about to flee.
Men, the time to attack is near! Yeah!
Keith, who was watching over everything from a high place, could also tell that the tables had completely turned. By now, it wasn't just the main gate and the back gate. The enemy was approaching from all sides and their allies were falling into chaos. Maurice frantically dashed around, apparently trying to gather their forces around the church, but his efforts were fruitless in this chaos. By now, their organized resistance was falling apart, and it was becoming a melee in all directions. Both sides were members of Primavera and Japanese. If both sides had been squaring off against each other, they'd be able to tell who was a friend and who was an enemy. But once things got this chaotic, no one could tell anymore. People tended to hesitate before shooting. The amount of gunfire decreased, and the fight below Keith began to turn into a primitive scuffle.
Crap. At this rate, I can't tell who the enemy is.
Once that happened, the effectiveness of Keith's sniping dropped considerably. It was all he could do just to identify someone as being definitely an enemy. At this stage, it would be impossible to engage in a tactical sniping battle, keeping enemies pinned down. Of course, his former partner Alan had realized this as well. Now's our chance! Let's rush in on that bell tower all at once and crush the sniper! Alan's anti-tank rifle had been destroyed by Keith's earlier sniping attack. So the only way to stop Keith was to reach that bell tower, dash up the spiral staircase, and reach the top.
But even so, the sniper's still in perfect health. We won't be able to avoid casualties.
Ah, come on. We still got the most effective anti-sniper technique invented by the Soviet Army.
Oh? That sounds awesome! What'd the Soviets do?
Just copy what I do, okay? All troops, charge! Ah!
I guess that's the only option.
Huh? Hey there, boss. I see you! Oh.
Long time no see, Alan. Fortunately, we've got plenty of graves to spare here.
Dancing with guys isn't really a hobby of mine. The pair of them dashed forward and started fighting. Keith saw this scene through his sniping scope.
I found you, Alan.
As the two of them fought, their bodies switched positions multiple times. However, Keith quietly waited for a chance to snipe without getting impatient. Okay, he's punching, he's punching! Oh. You're going up against a king brawler. Do you really think you're gonna win, Maurice? Well, he has sniping assistance, so... Oh. Damn it, I had that one.
It's 10 years too early for you to defeat me, boy.
Maurice's hands fixed around Alan's neck and he pushed down on his Adam's apple with his thumbs. Their ferocious, dance-like movements stopped and they settled into a deadlock. Keith's sight slowly fixed on Alan's head. 1.
Woo! Get revenge on the bastard that sacrificed Oliver!
No, I mean, Richard also did it, but Maurice. 2, 3. Yeah. What?
What the heck? Who got in the way?
Alan-san, leave this to us. Get to the sniper as fast as you can. Thanks, miss. Don't overdo it, okay?
Damn it, Alan! Ah!
His gaze crossed Alan's through the sniper scope. There could be no doubt. Alan's target was him. He was planning to press straight through this chaos and secure victory. However, a running target wasn't enough to make Keith's sights waver.
This time, it really is over. Alan!
At that moment, Alan's body was knocked to the side. The massive figure of Alfred had jumped from behind cover and fiercely body slammed Alan.
Oh, I'm sorry. Time to stop the bad guy.
Why does every single one of you have to get in the way? Even amidst this chaos, Alfred had remained as cold-blooded as a lizard, hiding near the church all this time. I was wondering where the hell you were, you glorious bastard.
I won't let anyone get near my friend Richard.
Crap. You're pretty good. The reflection of off Keith's sniper scope glinted from over Alfred's shoulder. Alfred's large body was completely blocking Keith's line of fire, but they were stuck in a total deadlock. Alan could feel a cold sweat covering. Well, this is bad.
Nice, Alan. Time for a dance of death with Alfred. The instant your face peeks over his shoulder, I'll end it for you. What?
I've arrived, like, totally! Now's when I save Alfred from trouble and make a name for myself, like, totally!
Fool! You're in the way!
As Tequila dashed forward, clumsily swinging his knife about, the deadlock suddenly broke. However, the enemy apparently wasn't the only one getting reinforcements.
Hello! Remember me?
Oh, damn it. They were too far apart. I can't do part of it, but goddamn, I'm gonna keep trying.
Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. McGale.
I haven't seen you in ages. I've got this. You get that sniper, Alan.
I owe you one.
Oh, you definitely do.
There's only a short dash left to the bell tower. However, it was more than long enough for Keith to attack one last time.
Keith! Now it's really over. Alan! What?
Hello? Did you forget that I was here? Oh, no, of course not. You didn't even know that I was here. Loser.
No, I'm getting lightheaded. Holy fuck. Keith was stunned to see a girl fly in through the window at the top of the bell tower. His long sniper rifle was knocked down and she grabbed onto him. Xiaolan had been clinging to the outer wall this whole time, hiding so that she could distract Keith at the perfect moment. That short distraction gave Alan the best chance he could possibly get. After body slamming the door into the bell tower and knocking it away, Alan dashed up the spiral staircase, screaming Keith's name. Oh, I'm so lightheaded right now. Oh, wow, I'm coming down, Ooh. Oh. I think I got a little bit too into character to the point where I think I forgot to breathe a few times. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. For my own health, I'm gonna end the video right here. I'm gonna go get some water. Thank you all very much for watching. I hate the cliffhanger here, but holy fuck. See you guys in the next one.